We're done talking football here. If y'all want to hang around and tap in with this Drake and Kendrick conversation, feel free. Give y'all a couple more seconds to leave if you need to, but we're going to talk about rap beef for the remainder of the session here. Let me sip some water, man. Let me sip some water, y'all. So currently, this is what we have. First person shooter. It was like it didn't kick everything off. You know what I mean? It's many things that kicked all this off. It's many things that kicked all this off, but Kendrick been outside, I feel like. You know, he was on the Baby King joint smoking on your top fives. BET Awards stuff, all that. And I feel like that kind of died down a little bit. Then first person shooter kicked it off a little bit. Like it really, really kicked it off. And if nobody said nothing, we was just gonna go on with our lives, and we possibly, wouldn't get the best weekend in hip hop that I've seen. That one of the best hip hop weekends that I've seen. Kendrick dropped like that. Still one of the biggest songs in the country. Still. Drake drops Push-Ups. I'm a fan of Push-Ups. I like the song Push-Ups. I feel like whenever you're in war with Kendrick Lamar Duckworth, you need to give him your undivided attention. But it's cool. A little friendly sparring here and there, but you need to talk to Ken. You need to talk to Ken. Address Ross later. Address Abel and his management later. Address Nate Davis and Leland Wayne later. You need to focus on Kendrick Lamar Duckworth. I think something that we have to understand here is that some sides are just going to be some sides, right? I think the Drake fans are just going to be Drake fans. It ain't nothing that you can do about Drake fans. And I think some Kendrick fans are just going to be some Kendrick fans. It ain't nothing you can do about that. But if I had to bet, I would say that the overwhelming majority got Kendrick winning. And look, man, everybody ain't got to agree. Let me see something. You ain't got to agree, but I'm just assuming the overwhelming majority. I'm just going to put it down here. Who winning? Kendrick. Drake. Just to give y'all a little bit of context here, I was a Drake fan first. I think if you were outside in that 2008, 09, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, it's undeniable that you ran into, like, if you was a Wayne fan, you probably transitioned into a Drake fan. Probably. So I was a stone cold Drake fan first. But then I developed this fandom for art and what Kendrick Lamar does and the depth of his lyrics and all that. And I kind of like the fact that you got to put puzzle pieces together. So I'm a fan of both. But I do think that in this rap beef, we have to look back, especially with the internet. See, old beefs didn't have this conversation. Old beefs didn't have this problem. It was just whoever was in your vicinity. That's the opinion that you heard. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be the radio guys keeping score. So now we're on the internet and we see Drake fans and we see Kendrick Lamar fans going at it. And it's funny when you see Drake fans, when Drake clearly take an L, you see them trying to fight out that box. And I think it's strange. But anyway, I wanted to preface all that before I got to Euphoria. I wanted to set the table with that before we got to Euphoria, okay? Pardon me, I take that back. Rewind. He dropped Push-Ups, then he dropped Tailor-Made. I think Tailor-Made has been some of his best work in this whole exchange here. It was just goofy because he used the AI voices. As far as the raps that you used, I think some of the best raps came from Drake's side. I think some of Drake's best raps came from Tailor-Made. But the AI shit made it corny. So people just kind of just pass it along or whatever. But if you listen to some of the stuff that Drake was saying, yeah, he was trying to be rabbit and, you know, get ahead of what Kendrick was saying. But I think Tailor Made is the most important song in this whole exchange. I think Tailor Made set the ass whooping up. Because before Kendrick even dropped Euphoria, it was simply just like that. So all we got was a scathing verse from Kendrick. And when I say a scathing verse, my mama know the like that verse. Scathing verse from Kendrick. So Drake drops Push Ups, which is a poppy song. And look, if anybody has any kind of sense in this battle that's objective and are on both sides, everybody walked into this thing thinking if you're going to beat Drake, you need 5 a.m. in Toronto. You know what I'm saying? You need 3 a.m. in New York, 6:30 on Bridle Path, like that kind of stuff. And I know Drake is still capable of doing this because on the Scary Hours version of All the Dogs, Drake was rapping his ass off of 5 tracks. Like he gave us 5 extra. And Drake's always been that guy. Like he'll go and drop Hold On, We Going Home. But then he'll go to OVO Sound Blog Spot. Cause I'm Drake, Voch is Drake guy for real. He'll go to OVO Blog Spot. And he'll drop, you know what I'm saying, some shit of him cooking. So I know Drake is still capable of this. He's capable of beating the shit out of whoever that he raps against. But when he drops Push Ups, it was a little too poppy for me. It was a little too vibey for me. And it makes me feel like whoever wrote this for Drake didn't understand the gravity of who Kendrick Lamar Duckworth is. I don't think that's not enough for Kendrick Lamar Duckworth, especially when you know Kendrick hates you. This is what I think the angle was. And I don't think it's a bad angle, bro. But Drake's possible angle could be, I'm the pop star. Let me be more popular. Let me make a song that's hotter than Kendrick's is. What Drake don't understand is when we talk about rap beef, we automatically go back to the purity. We go back to the purity, to the pureness of hip hop. It's about bars now. It's about who's the better rapper now. Voch just made the song seem so much more girly than what it was. The song was girly. It sounded like a song that Drake made that was easily digestible for kids and women. And I'm not saying that from a broad standpoint because there are women that are really into hip hop and breaking down lyrics, but y'all understand what I'm talking about. Y'all understand what I'm saying? He's making it easily digestible. But the problem is that when the hip hop dudes get involved, yo, Drake is singing right now. Drake is dropping another Hands on Your Knees track. He's singing. But the reason why I think Tailor Made is such retroactively, right? Why I think Tailor Made is such a detriment to what Drake was doing is because Drake wanted to do Kendrick like he did Meek. Like, hurry up. Drake can out-rap. He can out-rap Meek. Drake can out-rap Meek Mills. So yeah, let's rush Meek into dropping some subpar work. And I'll just drop something better than you. It's a fantastic strategy. Back to back was a fantastic strategy. We've been sitting here for 4 days, sir. When are you gonna say something? Oh, hip hop beef wasn't on a day's timeline. It could be months before you heard the next rap. So I feel like when Drake dropped Tailor Made and he was all like, yo, man, we waiting on you to say something, bro. We sitting up here waiting. Yo, you got to have a quintuple entendre before you come out here, boy. You got to, go ahead and, you better have some mysterious. Chat, I thought it was bullshit when people was running around the internet and they were saying, Oh, well, shit, the Kendrick Lamar song I heard was 19 minutes. Well, Euphoria is only 6. Where's the other 13 minutes? If I had to theorize, that other 13 minutes probably went to 6 a.m. in LA and Meet the Grams. If I had to bet, that's probably where the other 16 minutes went. But anyway, Drake sets this tone of, hey, I need Kendrick to hurry up and drop something. I'm getting tired. We're waiting on you, sir. Give me that quintuple entendre, sir. And I don't think Drake understood the amount of raps that Kendrick was going to send back his way. So if it's Euphoria versus Push-Ups, I think Euphoria is a much better song. Something else that we could talk about big picture wise, I think a lot of Drake's, or like, let's see, Push-Ups, first person shooter, if you want to consider that, part of Drake's thing or whatever, and Family Matters, they all kind of sound the same to me. Every single Kendrick Lamar song is sound different in this beef exchange, right? But we drop Euphoria and Kendrick is saying, hey man, there's leaks in your camp. Weeknd is saying, hey, it's leaks in your camp. Pusha T told us a couple years ago, hey man, there's leaks in your camp. And Kendrick Lamar was making lyrics and writing rhymes as if he knew what was going on, as if he knew what was about to happen. I actually screenshotted it, and if anybody cares, I'll show you. And I'm gonna actually take this point and double back on it later so y'all don't forget it. Kendrick said that Drake had people in his camp leaking information. Kendrick then proceeded, and everybody saying Drake said Kendrick up. I don't really see that proof in that. But here's how I know that Kendrick said Drake up, and Kendrick probably really got information from Drake. Kendrick not only knew when Drake was dropping, but Kendrick dropped 613 in LA. And I don't even know if y'all went to go check. Meet the Grams was uploaded on YouTube before Family Matters was. Family Matters went live first. Family Matters was dropped first. But if you look at the times uploaded, I screenshotted them. If you look at the times uploaded, Meet the Grams was on YouTube first. It was just private. So how is it that Drake can drop Family Matters? How is it that Drake can drop Family Matters and then Kendrick on a song that was uploaded before Family Matters address and counter all the points that's on Family Matters? That's the receipt. So when Kendrick's side is like, okay, well, show us the receipts that you set Drake up with, and Drake fans will be like, well, you show us the receipts that Kendrick said Drake up. That's the receipt. Oh, I still got this in my phone. Let me see something. Let me see something, because I thought it was odd. Let me see something. I still got it. Let me see. So I screenshotted this, right? Here we go. Family Matters, right? Family Matters was uploaded at this time, right? It was like at 38 minutes from here. So when I did this screenshot, it was 38 minutes ago. And just to give you context, I got the time up there. It was 11:50 Central. It was 11:50 Central, 38 minutes ago. I took another screenshot at 11:50 Central. These are your receipts. Come on, camera. It was 11:50 Central, and this shit was 51 minutes ago. So Meet the Grams was uploaded before Family Matters was. So I'm really trying to figure out how the hell the Kendrick haters, super pro Drake guys don't believe that Drake ain't got leaks in his camp. Kendrick ain't no goddamn Shazam and Houdini. He's responding to things that Drake is saying on Family Matters in Meet the Grams that was uploaded 20 minutes before. It was just set to private. Man, come on, dog. Man, come on, dog. Anybody got something on that? Anybody? Because somebody, Marcus, somebody was calling me a liar earlier. They were saying I was unbiased earlier. I don't see. They were saying that I was biased to Kendrick. I'm just telling you my experience, sir. I'm like, man, how the hell this happened? How is this a thing? So Kendrick, in a fantastic chess move that I believe, I think Kendrick knew Drake was dropping. And if you listen to 616 in LA, it's the whole song is about leaks in your camp. The whole song is about leaks in your camp. Like Meet the Grams is about Drake, but 616 is LA. 616 in LA. About you tripping, please tell me how I'm tripping, Shaq. 616 in LA is basically there's people around you that are tired of your lifestyle. They're tired of how you moving. It's somebody incredibly close to you that's telling me how you're moving and what your next step is, and they don't like how you get down and all that kind of shit. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? So he's telling you right now, I think 616 in LA is a precursor of the unloyalty, the disloyal behavior that's in your circle. And because of this, I'm basically warning you. And because of this is what I'm about to do to you later. 6 a.m. in LA dropped early. Family Matters dropped late. And chat, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, dog. I don't even remember. Like, I remember listening to like Family Matters 3 times. And Family Matters, just in my own personal opinions, I think Family Matters was a cool song. It was another boppy little song. It was another hands on your knees song. And I'm like, Drake, people up here attacking your character. You don't know nothing about raising your son. You know, it's leaks in your camp that you haven't addressed yet. The entire euphoria, all 3, like you look, yo, what's up with you doing these duck lips all in these pictures with Sexy Red now? Why you a grown man doing the duck lips with Sexy Red in them? And Drake took an opportunity. And look, I like how Drake opened up the song. We daring him to say the word, and he said it. He proceeded to talk about Kendrick's wife and Day Free. More hands on your knees. He took time to diss Weekend again. He ain't diss Future, but he dissed Metro again. He dissed Ross again. Your undivided attention should be with Kendrick Duckworth, sir. I honestly think this was Drake's last song. I think this was Drake's last attempt. In my mind, I think this is the last diss song that he wanted to put. Man, let me address ASAP. Let me address all this and just get it over with right here. Kendrick hit your girl. Kendrick hit your girl. Whitney's brother actually came out on Twitter recently supporting Kendrick, so I don't know how real that is, but I don't know, man. I just think that Family Matters may have been Drake's idea of, all right, I'm dropping Family Matters. I'm done now. I'm done with Kendrick. This is the nuke. Because somebody was even like, yo, Drake's dropping a nuke tonight, and Drake liked it. Like, so I think this was the nuke that Drake was talking about. Family Matters is not a nuke. But for Family Matters to come out and 20 minutes later, Meet the Grams, which is an actual nuke. Meet the Gram with the Alchemist piano in the back. A much better song than Family Matters. Here's me trying to be fair to the pro Drake people in the audience. 3 minutes, pardon me. here's me trying to be fair to the pro Drake people in the audience. So let's just say the 11-year-old girl don't exist. Drake's daughter. Let's just say Drake's daughter doesn't exist. What about the other 17 minutes of real shit that Kendrick been beating you upside the head with? I believe that rap beef is always made to be hyperbolic in the first place. You know, I think there's been lies in rap beef, you know, my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So even if that is the case, right? Even if, well, so let's talk about it, chat. Because I've been seeing Drake fans hit people with this angle, right? If Drake set traps for Kendrick, so they're saying that Kendrick 2 diss songs don't even count. Well, he only mentioned the 11-year-old and Meet the Grams for one verse. The other verse is still better than the Heart 6, but here's my point. After listening to the Heart Part 6, Drake would lead you to believe that him and his camp over 7 days planted the idea that there was this 11-year-old daughter that Drake has, and that they were going to use that against Kendrick, and that was going to be the fake tea that they spilled. Here's why I think Drake bullshitting with y'all. Here's why I think that the Heart 6 is just damage control and Drake's way of bowing out. If me and who was saying something crazy to me earlier, I just want to use you as an example. Marcus B. No, it wasn't Marcus B. It was somebody else. Who was it earlier? Was it Marcus Robbins? Yeah, it was Marcus Robbins that called me biased earlier. All right, cool. Here we are, chat. I'm Voch Lombardi, and I consider myself to be a very tactful, malicious person, right? And me and Marcus Robbins are in rap beef. Okay? I want Marcus Robbins to think that I have an 11-year-old that I don't take care of. I'm going to have somebody reach out to Marcus Robbins and plant the information of my 11-year-old. And, you know, that we have an illegal, you know, trafficking ring out of my house or whatever, right? I plant that information to Marcus Robbins. Now, if this was an email, I'm forwarding it to somebody. If it was a text message, I'm taking a screenshot. If it was a phone call, I'm recording the phone. You see what I'm saying? For example, I had some beef with a cowboy YouTuber, and pardon me, it's not beef because I don't really hate that person. They hate me, but I don't hate them. But there was a cowboy YouTuber that didn't like me, and I wanted to call him on the phone and talk to him, right? I still have that conversation. I still have screenshots of the interaction with that person. And I don't get kudos for winning that exchange. You see what I'm saying? My legacy doesn't depend on me winning that exchange with that cowboy YouTuber. You see what I'm saying? But even I got screenshots of the exchange. So if I'm Voch and I'm beefing with Marcus Robbins, and I want Marcus Robbins to say, "Oh yeah, I want Voch. I want Marcus to say I got an 11-year-old child that I don't even take care of." Show me the screenshots. Here's why, bro. If Drake got a screenshot, he ain't even got to make a song. If Drake got a screenshot, he ain't even got to make a song. But you know what he did? He let according to him, he let nonsense float in the air for 4 days. He went to Twitter and said, "Hey, to Instagram, if anybody seen my daughter, He sent the picture of himself on Instagram and said, if anybody seen my daughter, let me know. He went to academics and said, academics, I'll work for you if you can find my 11-year-old daughter. Instead of just posting an email, a text message screenshot, or an audio clip of you setting Kendrick up. An audio receipt of you setting Kendrick up. Drake ain't even got to rap no more. Kendrick loses. But I think it's damage control. Plus, chat, if I am a deadbeat dad, the one thing that I'm not trying to plant on somebody is for somebody to call me a deadbeat dad. I'm just not doing it. If I was in rap beef with Marcus Robbins, I'm gonna plant some evidence like, oh yeah, tell him, Colin Cowherd knocked him out. Yeah, tell him Colin Cowherd. Yeah, he got into it, you know what I mean? Oh, Voch snitched on somebody when he was in jail and he got, you know what I mean? Voch, if he provided proof now, do you think the public would accept it and change the score? No, because it's been 6 days. It's been 6 days. You can Photoshop and AI your goddamn voice. I know you can fake some proof. Come out with some proof. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the whole idea is, well, why does Drake have to show receipts and Kendrick doesn't have to show receipts? Because Kendrick is out rapping Drake right now. Kendrick is out rapping Drake right now. And the only thing that can the only thing that can make Drake win is if Drake has the more damning evidence on Kendrick, and he don't. So Meet the Grams and 613 in LA, because they work in tandem with each other. And look, I sound biased, but I count Push-Ups and Taylor Made as one drop. So Push-Ups and Taylor Made versus Euphoria. But then I count 616 in LA and Meet the Grams as one drop versus Family Matters. So both rappers got a 2-on-1 here. But I think Euphoria is better than the combination of Push-Ups and Taylor Made for me. I think Push-Ups is just too poppy. I think Taylor Made was phenomenal rapping. If Drake is going to rap, Taylor Made is the kind of rap he need to rap. Why the fuck you using Tupac and Snoop voice though? Just rap. But that's just me. And this may, and look, that sound biased, man, but that one song beat them two songs. And then I just 616 in LA, just letting you know that it's leaks in the camp. And I know when you drop it, and I know what you're going to talk about. Family Matters drops. And then I step on that drop with Meet the Grams. I'm stepping on that drop. Man, Drake got the burden of proof. Drake got to prove that he ain't got an 11-year-old daughter. This rap beef, I can say what I want. I can say what I want. Best work was a light pack. Man, that's another thing, man, that's killing me about a lot of these people that's tuning into this rap beef, man. They acting like everything got to be a punchline, bro. Everything ain't got to be a punchline. Some of this stuff is just facts. Kendrick say there's no accent you can sell me. Yo, why Drake run out here like mans and teens now? When did this identity crisis happen? It be small lines like that means more to me than the actual punchline. And look, Drake got him too. You know what I'm saying? When he was all like this, when he was talking to Whitney, this hit you back a beat less dangerous, man. I think that I like small lines like that. It ain't always got to be a big hip hoppity line. So, man, I sound away saying this, but hey, y'all ain't got to listen to what I say. But I don't think Drake won a round so far. I don't think Drake's won a round so far. If y'all want to call in and disagree, I'll take 3 calls. But listen, Drake ain't won a round so far. But this is how special Kendrick is. After Kendrick dropped Meet the Grams, and look, Drake only wants to come out and say, oh, we planned this, we plotted on you this whole time. He only wants to say this after Meet the Grams and Not Like Us were so devastating. Chat, I don't think Drake got a point in this thing. Drake ain't got a score yet. Not Like Us was the knockout punch. And I'll tell you why. Because Taylor Made has set this whole scene as if Kendrick cannot give you as many raps as I can. Kendrick can't give you as many, Kendrick can't give you what I give you. Not only did Kendrick come out here and he out-rapped Drake, and not only did Kendrick give you like a different feel in every single song that he gave you. Back in the day, and Brother L will know what I'm talking about this because he came up in that era. We was outside with like 300 bars and shit. We was outside when 50 was, going at it with everybody, really. Back in the day, if there was rap beef or whatever, they wouldn't advise you to go into that person's city, right? And you can't come to LA. You can't come to LA because gang politics or tough guy shit, XYZ. Kendrick basically told Drake, you can't come to LA. But it's not because of no violence or no gang stuff, right? Drake can't come to LA. It don't matter what club Drake is going to be in. It don't matter where Drake is going to be driving up and down the street. It don't matter what radio station Drake is going to be listening to. Even Spotify is going to be affected by this. Not Like Us is going to be on the radio. It's going to be in the club, and it's going to be blaring out of people's cars. Let me tell you what's so dope about Not Like Us, which could be tied into Not Like That, right? Well, Not Like Us could be full circle back to Like That, Not Like Us. It could be full circle. I just thought about that, right? Drake, I guess when he walked into this thing, he thought that his popularity and his pop song approach would be the reason why he's victorious. Kendrick out pop songed Drake. So not only does Kendrick have a song that's a bop, but he got a song that y'all about to be doing the electric slide to at the cookouts. But he got a song where he's loudly uniting his side of the country when he say things like "we back outside." Not Like Us sounds like the West Coast for a reason. It has that sound for a reason. It has that sound for a reason. On top of the idea, Drake homeboy, Drake's like second in command security character, the Baka Not Nice character. He on papers for real for that. He on papers for real for that. So Drake probably do got some stuff to address when it comes to that character. Like, it's court documents on him. On the Baka Not Nice character. He got court documents on him. I just like the idea that if you are listening to Not Like Us, there's a bunch of depth in there too. Even when he was talking about the Atlanta characters too. You're not a colleague, you a colonizer. Oh. Even when he was talking about the Atlanta characters, he was speaking facts. But if you're not listening, it's a bop. Somebody said this earlier. It was I believe it was Alex that said it. But I noticed everybody had been saying it, Alex, or just, you just see all the content cats talking about it. Kendrick is not copyright striking people that's reacting to his music. Drake is. Kendrick is not copyright striking nobody that's reacting to his music because he believes in one, visibility. And thank you, Alex. This is going to be won by the people, dog. The people going to decide who wins this thing. The people are going to decide who wins this thing. So one side going to be like, hey, man, Drake XYZ, but hey, man, I can't even play the song because I can't even react to the song because he's trying to take money from us. Kendrick, boy, it's finna be all. And look, I know y'all been keeping up with them new laws, right? Where Universal took their music off of TikTok or whatever. I think Drake part of that. So Drake's music is off TikTok. Kendrick is PG Lane. It's back on there now. Cool. Either way, Kendrick PG Lane. It's gonna be a long summer. It's gonna be a long summer for Not Like Us. It's gonna be a long summer for Not Like Us. Cause look, Family Matters and Push Ups are supposed to be the bops, but I ain't really, you know. If those three songs came on in the club, right? Not Like Us, Family Matters, and Push Ups, and you can even add First Person Shooter to that. Not Like Us getting the spins, dog. Kendrick, and look, honestly, I think the battle is over after Not Like Us. I'm going to the phones in a little bit. Y'all call the show. I'm taking like 3 calls or whatever. But I think Not Like Us is the end of the beef. I think they're gonna be sending songs back and forth or whatever. I think they'll be sending shit back and forth. You know, like Takeover versus Ether was like, that was the fight, and it was over after that. But it was still some little songs here and there after that. I think anything after not Like Us don't count. Not Like Us was a knockout to Drake, and The Heart Part 6 sounds like an apology and a damn PR move. Me personally, that's just how I feel. But let's get into the phones though. Brandon from Houston, let's see what you're talking about, man. What's happening?
Oh man, I just had to call in.
Time out, Brandon. That's another point. Brandon, I'm sorry. That's another point. Alice make a fantastic point, and I ain't looking in the chat no more. If I just got over on Drake, if I'm Drake and I just got over on Kendrick, my song gonna sound happy. I'ma sound elated. I'm gonna be full of life. Drake sound tired. Drake sounds exhausted, and he don't want to do this no more. Go ahead, Brandon.
Man, he just took my whole flow bar for bar. Now,
I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say this. No. I was gonna say the same thing. It's like, bro, the last song was just a waving the white flag, saying, I didn't know you was gonna go this far, and I didn't know your pen was like that. You know, it was a great. Hey, shout out to them both for getting in the ring. I've been highly entertained, but all this did was Kung Fu King reminded me that Drake kind of a culture vulture, and he's been texting and messaging teenagers for a decade. And these are facts. But really, the internet has ruined this type of beatbox because everybody's like, oh, where's the tea? And, oh, can you prove this? I'm like, bro, I'm 38 years old. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure that Jay-Z didn't leave a condom on Nas's baby mama, baby C. I'm pretty sure he wasn't even in a karate class, but nobody cares. It's about bars. Yeah. It's about how you spit that shit, and Not Like Us has me walking on Drake's grave.
Oh, no.
And everybody on the West Coast is going to be screaming A minor for eternity. Yep. And that's it's over, Voch. And I'm just happy with your hip hop takes because I've been disappointed in so many media people in the way they're looking at this because it hadn't been close. I feel like it's been a master class, and I gained new respect for Kung Fu King, man.
Hey, man, appreciate you for tapping in and appreciating the work, man. You know, this is fun. And honestly, this is what I would rather do. I would rather talk non-football than football or whatever. But hey, man, look, bars, the better music, the creativity. Like Kendrick wasn't stale, not one point. At no point was he stale. And I feel like Kendrick went backwards. What I mean by that is Kendrick put so much depth into Euphoria that people had to investigate it. But then 616 was dense, but it was less dense than Euphoria. Meet the Grams was aggressive. It was a nuke, but you know what I'm saying? So it just got easier and easier. So, you know, while we up here breaking down Euphoria, we get some other shit to just beat Drake upside the head with, you know what I'm saying? So
well, I didn't know that he could back to back him. I didn't know he could drop a banger like that.
We know now.
Like that's not like a Kendrick type style, you know, especially the way Euphoria was going. So, but just on that note, Voch, if you did like I don't know if you have to do another channel, but you did a variety show covering culture and a whole bunch of other stuff, man. You already know everybody rocking with you, man.
Voch Reacts on YouTube is already up. Voch Reacts, like I'm reacting to something. Voch Reacts is up already. I got some stuff over there.
All right, later, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Hey, man, it's just bring it. He's a section nine God. Bring it. He's a section one God. Hey, man, look, something else too that I think is very underrated in this whole thing. Metro got a contest, right? Metro Boomin. He has a contest. He has the BBL Drizzy beat. He got the BBL Drizzy beat. And he said, hey, whoever makes the best diss to this beat gets a free beat, right? Now, look, man, Metro probably just got some throwaway beat that don't nobody want that he could just give to somebody or whatever. But at the end of the day, you have millions of people dissing Drake to BBL Drizzy beat, which is hysterical. Oh boy, it's so funny just seeing. Dog, they had somebody from across the pond dissing Drake, and it was like, yo, Drake getting cooked in Japanese. He was rapping Japanese. They got girls singing to it. They got people rapping to it, trying to get that Metro beat. And I'm just like, yo, man, Rick Ross. I love Rick Ross. Yo, look, so chat. I know a lot of y'all watched Dragon Ball, right? Let me tell you what Rick Ross is. Hold on. Y'all watch Dragon Ball, right? Let me tell you what Rick Ross is. Y'all remember in the Cell saga, at the very end, in the Cell games, right? When Gohan was Kamehameha versus Cell, right? And we got the big Kamehameha blast in the middle, and we getting whooped by Cell a little bit. Then all of a sudden, TN on the side started shooting blasts at Cell while Gohan piecing them up. Piccolo and TN and them shooting blasts at Cell from the side. That's what Rick Ross is. That's what Rick Ross is. Every time Drake drops something, Rick on the side, yo, man, I'm telling you, man, I wouldn't have went that angle, Drizzy. I wouldn't have went that angle, BBL Drizzy. White boy, I wouldn't have went that angle. And every time Kendrick say anything, man, what you gonna do about that? How you gonna come back from that? How you gonna come back from that, white boy? Man, Rick Ross just low key. Rick Ross just low key, just being a cheerleader on the side has just been funny, boy. Look, Rick Ross is plane crashed. Rick Ross is plane. Twitter also said Metro was Cell, and the contest was for mini Cell. Oh, should I miss that one then? Well, I won't even make this comparison no more because I don't want anybody to think I'm stealing. But look, Rick Ross is plane crash, right? His plane crash, and people would think that, hey, this some kind of karma. You need to leave Drake alone, and maybe Rick Ross won't say nothing. Rick Ross dropped a caption that said, "Drake got fighter jets that shot my plane down." He said Drake fighter jets shot my plane. Yo, Rick Ross funny, man. But all right, man. Winner gets 10,000. That shit, I'm gonna make it this. I'm gonna get Drake up out of here. Oh man, dog, that plane crash shit was crazy, man. All right, hey, I love y'all to pieces, man. I just wanted to give y'all my thoughts on a little hip hop talk. If there's any updates, if there's any further developments or whatever, y'all know we'll talk about it after a football day or something like that. But that's where we at with it. Y'all can go in the comment section, tell me what you think. Tell me if I'm full of S, but if you think I'm full of shit, then maybe you are. All right, y'all hold down for the shit. Y'all hold down for the dose. You want the peace, squeeze. Y'all till next time. Love you. Bye. Salt and Pepper Lounge Thursday night. Tap in.